Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between Time and Scarlett from DreamHack Fall. I don't know why these two players have a lot of macro games from DreamHack Fall, but I'm not complaining. Top right hand corner, we have the Red Terran player Time, and in the bottom left it is Scarlett. She's blue. And from Canada versus China here today. Two countries that start with the letter C. My brain wanted to say two planets that start with the letter C. I don't know why. It's my brain is a crazy place sometimes. Anyway, good time ZVT in the house. Time, honestly, for some Scarlett on the channel. It's been a little bit. Hatch first in the tier is Scarlett. She is somewhat known to go pool first, but not today. And then Time just going for a 1 Rax expand. There's the gas timing. Everything looks totally fine here. Anyway, I'm glad you made it to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Some of you were watching without subscribing. I know you're there. I can tell because I'm getting view counts that are like 3,000 or 4,000 and only like 2,000 people have subbed. So, I mean, look, I'm going to be posting a ton of StarCraft 2 high-level stuff over the coming weeks and months and years. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm not going to stop now. I don't know what the reason would be you wouldn't just subscribe to the channel. It's not hard. Please do it. All right, Reaper on the way. The Reaper name is... All right, so the Reaper name is Unnamed Redshirt. Now, this is an extremely long Reaper name submitted by Omicron Dono, a long-time subscriber of Falcon Paladin, and a member of the Discord server, and a super all-around good dude. It's unfortunately about 5 paragraphs long. We had to talk about this. So I'm going to read some of it, and then I'll put the rest of it in a comment or something, so you can read the whole thing if you want to. But basically, it starts out, while on an away mission from the USS Enterprise, accompanying Captain Kirk and Commander Spock to an uncharted world at the far edges of known space, they encountered a strange ornate gateway. So bottom line, there's a whole conversation that ensues, and the unnamed Redshirt ends up getting transported to the Kaprulu sector, and Mengsk finds him, and Mengsk is like, "Oh, you want to explore new worlds and go boldly where no man has gone before, huh?" And tacks him in a Reaper suit, and this is him. So, bottom line, this is an unnamed Redshirt. Gonna try to do the dance. Actually, hopping in the main first. This is new. Hopping in the main. You know, trying to mess up some of the mining here for the drones a little bit. Do you remember when there was that bug during a very short period in StarCraft 2 where workers that had been grenaded would not go back to work automatically, and you had to tell them to go back to work? That sucked. That was so annoying. But not the case anymore, nor has it been for a long time. I'm always reminded of that whenever a Reaper grenades a worker like that. Okay, so hatchery coming up quite nicely for Scarlett. Got her a 230 timing, and we got queens, and actually delayed... No, has the queen. Yeah, okay, did not delay the queen. Went for a 230 hatch. Thought it might have been a bit earlier, but I don't think it really matters. Ooh, that is a sub 3-minute start on that third command center time. Holy smokes. Absolutely incredible stuff. Creep spread, pushing because this is Scarlett. Creep spread matters to her. Maybe more than anybody else in StarCraft. I mean, Cyril obviously cares very much, but Scarlett's creep spread is always, without a doubt, just insane. Handful of wings here. That's about it, though. We're really just droning up at this stage. And because of the early CC, it actually delays Hellion production. So you got a couple Hellions out, but they don't want to go out on their own. Maybe sometimes they do, if they got their Reaper buddy with them. There's safety in numbers, is what they always say. But yeah, hit that like button. You can also hit the notification bell on these videos because it's only StarCraft 2. Like, I realized eventually that having Brood War and StarCraft 2 on the same channel just wasn't working. Like... Too many, like, most of you either like StarCraft 2 or you like Brood War. There's really no overlap there. So hitting the notification bell on a channel that only posts 50% of stuff you like is like, eh. But now you can. Now you can get notified of every upload that I do. I post a new thing every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Thursday. I forgot about my Thursday cast. Yeah, so several times a week. It's all fun stuff. Check it out. I'm going to be here. I've been doing this for 5 years. I have like 3,000 total videos. I know this channel looks new. That's because it is. I split off the StarCraft 2 stuff. Anyway, whatever. Enjoy while you're here. Hellions trying to do stuff. Where's our Reaper buddy? Reaper friend. Holding a Xel'Naga watchtower. Very bravely, our unnamed Redshirt is holding the Xel'Naga watchtower. 1-1 getting started from time. Going for the factory. Going for a lot of Marines. And third barracks is done. Reactored. We are going for a lot of Marines. Okay, so this feels like a double medevac 16 Marine drop-a-rama. We'll see if Scarlett can handle that. She generally has been able to in the past. She's getting a lair. She's going for Lings and Banes. She has been going Roach Ravager a lot in ZVT, which I don't fully understand. It's not super great at the super highest levels, but I don't know. Like, Scarlett's also the player that made a lot of Mutalisks in a time when people stopped making Mutas in ZVT. So maybe now that everyone's making Mutas, she doesn't want to be like everybody else. She wants to do the thing that the meta is not. Which, I think there's a certain logical sense to that as she takes a 4th base now. Like, do you want to do the thing that your opponent has been practicing against for 18 hours a day for 6 weeks? Or do you want to do the thing they haven't been practicing against all that much because it's not the meta, right? It makes sense. I get it. There's a certain way to look at it where it's the smart thing to do. The other way to look at it is, well, the other way to look at it is to say, whoosh. Do the meta, because that's good, you know? Armory coming in for further upgrades, I have to imagine, or perhaps for Thor's. If you're worried about Mutalisks, because again, Ling Bane on its own, not really going to do much. Get out of there, Reaper. Get out of there, unnamed red shirt. Ling run by. Great wall of supply depots stopping that. Oh, no! Oh, no, it's not a wall. Oh, time. You thought it was a wall. It was not a wall. Oh, there's good positioning on the Marines. They were dead, but they repositioned, and they're fine. Hellions are high ground harassing over on this side. Attack left side going pretty well, too. I don't know. Time's doing okay, despite the fact this isn't a wall. He lost 6 SCVs, which sucks, but could have been a lot worse. Ah, the armory for the Hellbat transformation as well. But guess what's pretty good against Hellbats? Queens are pretty good against Hellbats. Maybe move... There you go. Transfuse it or move it back. One of the two. And unfortunately, our Reaper died somewhere in these engagements. But fare thee well, unnamed red shirt. I'm sure Kirk is mourning your loss even as we speak. Although he wasn't... I don't think he was someone to mourn unnamed... uncredited members of the Enterprise. Maybe he was. I didn't watch a lot of the original series, to be honest. It is Mutas. Alright, so Scarlett has fallen for the meta today, doing dem Mutalisks against dem Marines and Marauders and Medevacs and stuff. Drop, taking out a Queen, taking out a couple drones here. You know, 4 or 5 drones, not bad. The Banelings arrive, and that's a pickup timing. Oh, 2 guys left behind to die. Ow, that hurts. 4th base, done for time, though, upgrading to a planetary because this is the 4th, and the 4th is a planetary, as is tradition, as is regimented. Infestation pit on the way from Scarlett. Creep spread disgusting, as per usual. That's the trick. Like, I can spread creep like a boss. I can be an amazing creep spreader. But my macro suffers as a result. I can't also be at 166 supply at 8 minutes. And getting an infestation pit and all this stuff. Nope. Hard to do, it turns out. Ah! Widowmine does get a hit. It's only 1. 2 Widowmines are really the big fear for Mutalisks. 2 Widowmines will do some serious damage to that Muta count. Whereas 1 just bruises everybody up quite nicely. Creep spread, come on the left side. Creep spread, come on the right side. 12 Mutas in production. Gonna be a lot of Mutalisks today, turns out. Mutas trying to take down a refinery. No, the Marines in the general vicinity gonna shut that sucker down for sure. 7 more Mutas. Like, we are hardcore leaning into Mutalisks in this game. Thor splash. Okay, it was nerfed. That is one thing somebody brought up in the comments the other day. I was like, why are we just making Mutalisks all of a sudden? They haven't changed at all. And that's true, but what has changed is the Thor anti-air splash radius. They did nerf that at some point. Not like super recently, but still, it counts. Oh, those Widow Mines really want to fire, but staying out of range is so good. Nice little micro there from Time. Getting that action. And these Lings and Banes want to do something. And here we go. They're going to do something now. Gonna bust right. Oh, man. All right. Well, that's weird, but that's a dead command center. That is not canceled at all. Mostly Marauders to deal with this, which seems extremely bad. SCV, full evacuation. These Lings, that supply depot is not burning down, which is a huge deal. Friendly fire Widow Mine shots. Going to be moderately bad here, too. 5 SCVs go down. Mutas are attacking the Planetary Fortress. Get 6 SCVs there before they get chased away by the Marine Thor composition. Oh, extra supply depot call down by Time. We don't see that very often. Okay, so 199 to 172 supply for Scarlett. Ultralisk Cavern coming in. She just made about 70 Zerglings. She's got 65 of them, and she's making 11 Banes. The refinery does go down, reducing the gas income for Time here, which I'm not sure matters all that much. This hatch in a lot of trouble. But the good thing about Ling Bane Muta is that it's fast. And if this was Roach Ravager, I don't know if they could get here in time to save it. Huge Widow Mine shot, though. 20 kills on that Widow Mine before it gets picked out by the Mutalisks. Ouch. Counterattack. No, too much defense here. Scarlett forced to fall back. And yeah, we've seen this dance. Will the Ultras be enough? Well, how many Ghosts are there? How many Marauders are there? Because just Marine doesn't really cut it versus Ultras. Nor should they, really. Alright, so enough beefiness comes up to finish off this hatch that Scarlett does not try to save this time. She's worried about the Widow Mine murdering 20 more of her Zerglings and paying for itself in a crazy, incredible way. Ling. Oh, the Muta's taking a Widow Mine shot! God, gotta be so careful. God, the Overseers were just lagging a little bit behind. You gotta be so careful with that. Was that a supply depot? What the heck was built there? Maybe a sensor tower. Either way, it's dead now. 199 to 192 supply. Like, Time's taken some hits to his economy, but he hasn't lost a base yet, which is a huge deal. Scarlett has lost 1 base, but overall, I think she's fine. She has this bottom right base, too. That Time is threatening a little bit by coming down this right side. Ultralisks in production. Oh, Scarlett going for a Nidus. When do you see Nidus when your enemy is going Ling Bane Muta? I don't ever see it. I don't ever do it. He could cancel +3 armor. That'd be pretty good. But he's going after the SCVs instead, which are squishier and maybe higher value targets, which makes a lot of sense. Wrong engineering bay. But what about this engineering bay that nobody's attacking right now? Vehicle plating level 2 is denied, and for got it. Oh, I can't believe that. God, ends up getting +3 infantry armor. Incredible stuff. Muta's trying to harass over here at the 4th base for Time, doing all right, but also just taking too many hits from Marines and missile turrets and whatnot. Ow, Mutalisk dies to a missile turret to accentuate my point there. Missile or supply depots getting focused down bit by bit here. Top side from Time, being happy. Expanding to a 5th base for the first time today is what that 12 o'clock expansion is. Muta's just really being annoying at this stage. It's 199 to 163 supply. Income is pretty massively favoring Scarlett right now. 2,000 resources. Nidus gets shut down. Time is ready for that this time, friendos. And Overseers just tossing down Changelings all over the place. Medevac's getting picked up. This looks really bad for Time all of a sudden. Just here to tell you, that's what's going on right now. Scarlett at 83 workers. Time at 63 workers. Army supply. Time has more. But also it's over here on this side of the map. So it's not really doing him much good. If he's going to play defense for the rest of the game, he's probably just going to die. Muta's taking Widow Mine hits, taking Marine hits here too. These are 3-3 Marines. They're little anti-Mutalisk players. 19 banelings in production. The army's all on this left side, so Scarlett has a bit of a Ling Baneling Ultralisk army coming in that right side, maybe trying to get on the production, if at all zergly possible here. Yeah, the banelings... Oh, oh, he sent Lings up. God, another Widowmine shot. She sent Lings up to check that and didn't send them far enough, and the Widowmines are good units, man. This is happening while that's happening. Like, how do they do this? How are you microing on both sides so gosh darn effectively? I don't understand. That Ultralisk is dead. It almost killed everybody. Crazy, crazy town. Dun, 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 dun. No, there's like 4 missile turrets there. Dude, this 11 kill Widowmine, friends. 4 kill Widowmine there, too. I don't know. Time's doing okay. He's making good trades anyway. Scarlett's lost 26,000 resources. Time has lost 22,000 resources. But Scarlett just has more of the map. The Creep's Hood connects all of her bases. She's pushing as far as she can to the north side here, as fast as she can. Although this tumor, there you go, has been sitting there for some time, ready to go. It hasn't gone yet. High-sec auto-tracking and building armor coming in here from Time. Again, hasn't lost a base, which is a huge deal as a Terran. Like, if you lose a base and you can't slow down Scarlett at all, you're probably going to die. But hasn't lost a base yet. Has just lost a lot of SCVs, which not as a big deal for Terran because they can recover. But 24 SCVs down is not a good number at all. Creep spread. And boinks. Boinks down here might actually delay construction on this attempt at a 6th base. But no, the tumor gets scanned and sniped out. Creep Queen dead too. All these brand new creep tumors though, they're all dead. Scarlett coming up the right side sends 1 Ling in first to make sure the Widowmines though. God, 1 hit could have been worse. Could have been 2 or 3 for sure. The Mutas are just standing in and fighting. The Marauders being produced to try to handle the Ultralisks are a problem right now for Time. They are not good against the Lings or the Mutalisks at this point in time. It tries to throw up a cheeky Nidus. Actually distracts the attacking towards the Nidus a little bit, which I kind of support. And if you're just sitting over here over the production of Time's barracks, you're gonna have a bad time. Holy smokes. Alright, well, Ultras going after Time's attempt at a 6th base, but it can lift and get away from the Ultras because they can't hack things in the sky with their tusks. That would be silly. Muta death here has been pretty nuts. 33 Mutas have died. There are 19 remaining somehow. This Planetary's got 8 kills. At least one of them's an Ultra, which is pretty fantastic stuff. Ultra's just wandering through this minefield, getting killed by Widowmines. And the 6th base by Time has to get on out of here. And it will try to get on out of here, but that's not happening. Not when there are Mutalisks with... Do they not have any upgrades at all? Okay, never mind. +3's on the right side here. +3 and +1 armor. Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 SCVs, just like that. Ling Muta, eating them as though for brunch. Love this vision here. Checking to make sure Time doesn't take the top left base. Burrowed Banelings here in case somebody wanders over this direction. I mean, Scarlett's up 50 supply. Okay, 40 supply. But still, I don't know. Time's holding. Is this a slow death scenario, or is this a Time stages a Terran comeback scenario? We've seen Scarlett lose in situations where she is really far ahead. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Well, scanned the Banelings and took out a couple Marauders, but not exactly what they were going for because they were 6 burrowed Banelings. Yeah, Scarlett keeps kind of trying to put the hammer down, but Time just has too much stuff in the areas that she wants to attack. Time's doing a good job being everywhere, right? He's on the right side, he's on the left side, he's defending pretty well. Scarlett has a couple times been able to find some purchasing areas that don't have a lot of units there, but at this stage, I'd love to see ghosts. I know a lot of players worry about ghosts, but steady targeting is so good versus ultras, it basically makes them nothing. Okay, that's a base down. That is a Muta Ultra base down scenario. 3 more SCVs die somehow, not any more than that. I guess mules got killed there, but I don't think we track mule deaths on the units lost tab, and we certainly do not. 39,000 resources lost for Scarlett, but she's taking this base. She has the Rich Vespine Geyser harvesting from it. Time 6 has been under duress for most of its existence. The Mutas keep trying to get in here, but it's a really nice composition for Time of Thors, Marauders, and Marines, and Widowmines and Medivacs. Man, can you imagine being on creep clearing duty? Why would you come in? Like, man, look at this. Look at this army. You're doing a good job keeping units here in balls, right? So that they can respond to things like that. Yeah, see, well, some of them are rallied here anyway. No, actually, they're not. Now they're all rallied away. Dude, that Ultra's dead. I'm telling you, Time's back up to 199 supply. He's been able to come back from the dead a little bit here. That said, this Mutaflock is just so hard to deal with. If all you have are Marines and Marauders and a couple Widowmines that you're kind of hoping they work, but no guarantee they will, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that Widowmine's gonna hit something. He almost kind of split his Mutalisks there, didn't he? I kind of like that. Oh, again, getting on the production. The Mutas. Letting the Ultras do a lot of the taking here for the Marines, at least. One Muta does go down, but there are still so many here. 3 Marines ain't all that when there are Mutalisks in the house. Marauders getting killed, and Time just lost like 40 supply in about a minute and a half. Those Ultras go down very easily. I mean, sure. Engineering Bay is not super useful at the moment. Time counterattacking. He's like, look, you almost killed my base. You're on my production. That means you're not here. You're going to take down a hatch. That is an important source of income right now for Scarlett. That said, she has this thing where she just transferred a lot of drones to. This game is a little bit bonkers at the moment. Scarlett's still up 20 supply. She's maxed out. She's got a bank, which is the bigger deal here. 5,000 minerals in the bank, which means she can just make a huge number of Zerglings should she want to. This is a big anti-mutalist group sitting right here right now, so that's not happening. No. Really? Okay, Scarlett, I don't agree with this. Widowmine hit. Banelings trying to do what they can. Oh, the support, though. The Banelings coming in. Ultra trying to hold the line. This is not working out very well. Couple barracks dying, but Time doesn't necessarily care about these barracks all that much. Oh, that's your GG. He sees Scarlett rolling into that 6th base with about 20 Banelings and says, all right, we're done. That is that. I mean, did he have enough to hold here is what I would like to know. He did, right? Like all these, well, that's a lot of Marauders coming in. That is not many Marines coming in. Yeah, so I think part of the problem here is there are 8 Marines left on the field, 23 Mutalisks, 5 Ultras, 26 Banes, and this source of income is going to be toast thanks to this group here. That might be more Banelings than I was counting. Yeah, 26 Banelings, gross. So even though these Ultras are dead, he doesn't have much anti-air down here to handle this many Mutalisks as they are killing his barracks. And the Marauders can't shoot up, and they're all dying, and they know it, and Scarlett wins. So GG Scarlett. What a fantastic ZVT. So much fun with these two. Like, a genius amount from these two. Just great. Wonderful. Oh, man. 23-minute game that felt longer than that. 51 Mutalisks died. 23 left over. That is a heavy Mutalisk count for the game. 74 Mutas in total is a lot. 24 Ultras died. 3 of them left in the game. 269 Marines. 62 SCVs, an orbital command, a planetary fortress, a command center that was under construction. Doesn't really count, but it kind of does. 3 hatcheries killed. And the partridge in the pear tree. Oh, all right. So, yeah, I think it just came down to time never really got much pressure and deep into the creep. Never really killed many bases. I know that's weird to say considering he did kill 3 hatcheries. But, like, he never really got deep into the production or really down here to the south all that much after the first 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes really belonged to Scarlett. She even expanded up here, which is how confident she was. And he defended his bases pretty well. I mean, getting up 6 bases is not easy to do against Scarlett, and he did. But then he couldn't protect both his production and his income at the same time and had to GG out. That's what it came down to. All right, well, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.